Hi, I'm Henry, aka Henners. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, classical musician, and massive Eurovision fan. I'm getting through the biggest Super Saturday of the season, where 6 entries were selected for Eurovision 2026. I'm now on to Germany, where Sarah Engels won the German national final with the song Fire.
Yeah, Fire.
Germany having a slightly interesting time with the contest. The format of the national final last year was really strange. It kind of kept changing. It was a bit weird. They got Stefan Raab involved, and that didn't really work out too well. I think his concept and grasp of Eurovision was a bit outdated, maybe slightly. However, Balla was my favourite song last year in the contest, so at least that song came out of the German national final last year. This year I hadn't heard much at all about the German national final until it was kind of actually happening, and I haven't heard amazing things. Doesn't sound like there's any winner potential songs in the national final. I heard kind of a few snippets. A lot of the songs seem quite kind of low key and a bit different to the sort of lineup you'd imagine for a national final. So I mean, props to the German broadcaster for settling into a bit of a niche there. Obviously, Germany have been struggling a bit in the contest recently. I don't know if they're really pushing for a win or like a really decent result, or if they're just kind of enjoying being in the contest. I don't know. So we'll see what direction they're going this year. From the sounds of things, it seems like they're going kind of girly bop kind of thing that you might hear in more Balkan countries. So interesting direction, it seems. I think Sarah Engels is quite a big, well-established artist in Germany. So I don't know if her name recognition played into her winning the national final at all. So I'm just going to get into it. There probably will be some copyright issues, so I will have to make cuts and edits, but the extended reaction will be on my Patreon if you're interested, along with all the other extended reactions I've done. I'm going to take a look at the song, do a bit of musical analysis, and then I'll look at the lyrics afterwards. So this is Sarah Engels with Fire. Christina Aguilera and Whitney Houston is what I've just heard. Is the stage like a catwalk? That's quite fun. Already feels so Eurovision, Europop. Oh, she looks amazing. Oh, I like the way the hand flick led into the crack lightning LED. She looks amazing. Oh, okay, peekaboo from the dancers appearing. Oh, that's cool. Okay, pause. Classic Europop, dance pop vibe I think we're going for. In E minor. So the beginning was like, start denying no more. I've only heard that once. I have heard snippets of it, so I guess I'm kind of know that part of the song slightly, but instantly quite catchy. So chords are just going from E minor down to D down to C, so just one by one. It's quite simple composition there. Got some kind of piano-y synths going on. I love here how the dancers appear and the LEDs go into the 3. That looks fun. A strong vocalist and confident energy. Ooh. Okay, so before we went into that chorus, she said like blown or something, and it echoed with a formant shifter on it, so it sounded like lower than her actual voice, and that came into one ear and then the other ear. That just listening with headphones on sounded quite cool. Let's get that again. Love the fire. I love the energy of the dancers. I like the kind of industrial LED or just backdrop going on. I don't know if that's the actual stage or not. Have those formant shifted vocals, very kind of like 2016 vibes. Very radio friendly. Getting the vibe it's reclaiming of confidence and power after like a breakup kind of thing maybe. Got the brass sections coming in there. Nice up to that C. Yeah, it's really fun and like energizing. Nothing like crazy unique or that I've like not heard before, but strong vocalist. Dance break. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Is that the slow-mo choreography? I'm not being funny, but I feel like there are a lot of similarities there. I like some of these sounds going on. Lots of kind of unique percussion sounds. I can't quite work out what they are. Almost sounds a bit Caribbean. To the E. Nice loose jaw. Like the growl she's adding. Feels, yeah, just like a radio-friendly kind of mid-2010s anthem. Cheeky wink. Okay. To be honest, I feel like I didn't really have a whole lot to say, not because I hated it or anything, just because fairly simple composition, nice unique sounds we were using and a strong vocalist. I look at lyrics, but I think it's more about the energy and performance here rather than like a deep lyrical, emotional, social commentary. Okay, fire. Stop denying, no lying, no more. Boy, I'm out of your league. Nonsense what you've been doing to me. Okay, it's not post-breakup. Oh wait, hang on. I'm out of your league. I know it is. Nonsense what you've been doing to me. Just know that I could take my revenge. I could go out with all of your friends. Ooh, you just play it till you break it and it's blown. Blown. Yeah. So, taking back her power and confidence after a bad man situation. Just wait a minute. Okay, yeah. And then we repeat a lot of these things. So not too much to say there lyrically. Obviously, they are already through to the final as one of the big four. So slightly interesting track record here. The past couple of years, they've picked it back up a bit more. Isaac, obviously, more jury-friendly, Magnet. And Bala, I think actually quite unique. Eurovision music exists in a bit of its own bubble, I think, away from like the mainstream current pop trends. But I think Bala was probably the song last year that was most aligned with like actual Western pop trends. The other music is often a bit, not like behind or outdated, I don't want to put it like that, but not quite caught up with current pop trends. Not that I think it's trying to. I think it exists in its own world, but I think Bala was a song that could exist outside of a Eurovision context the best, maybe. Yeah, so how do I think this entry will do? I don't think there's enough novelty or unique wow factor about this song for it to exist very far out of the bottom quarter, maybe. I mean, she's a strong vocalist, but if you look at the jury criteria, which I will do in a bit, only one of the 4 categories are vocals, so she ticks that box, but for composition and originality and all the other things, I don't know if it's really unique or impressive or innovative enough to really score that high with the jury. And performance, she's confident, so yeah, maybe we'll pick up a few points here and there, but I can't see this being a jury favourite or anything. And then televote, I just don't know if it's quite unique or novelty enough for it to really get a whole load of points when we've got so many unique artistic entries. But I mean, I know a casual viewer does tune into Eurovision for kind of an easy watch, something that will cheer them up and like feel good, but I feel like there are things that maybe do that slightly better than this song. So unfortunately I don't have the highest hopes for it. I don't know, maybe this could end up like charting outside of the Eurovision world and maybe be a bit viral and do well in that sense that it becomes almost memorable within European radio. I feel like that's maybe give them the best bet for doing decently. I don't know. I'm thinking this will do similar to kind of how Firefighter, 12 points for Georgia the last time they were in the final, maybe come in the 20s somewhere. Or I don't know. She seems great performer, and like I think the song will be fun to listen to as a studio edit, but like I just don't know outside of that how it will do. Okay, so I mentioned the jury criteria, and I've been ranking all of these songs in these unique categories. So composition and originality, I've given it a 4 out of 10, just because I don't think this is reinventing the wheel at all. Not that it has to, but I think, I'm just thinking about all the other entries, I've been like, at least they expand outside of primary chords, lyrically a bit more intricate and complex. But again, I'm not saying that every entry has to be. It's great to have kind of fun, upbeat entries like this. But I mean, actually thinking objectively about the criteria, then this is where I end up. Vocal capacity of artist 8, great vocalist doing all this choreography, no breath support issues, going up C, D, E into the lower 5th octave, which is where we get to those impressive higher belts that the untrained singer would struggle with. Performance on stage is 7, very charismatic, very energetic, not really a clear story or theme outside of Fire, because I don't think the song really has one. The night overall impression is 6 out of 10. I mean, I'm excited to listen to it. I think it'll be fun, especially when we get to summer, maybe lying out in the garden, having a tan, listening to this.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout!
I think will be a fun time, and I'm excited to watch it like live within Eurovision. I think it will be really energising and a bit of a crowd pleaser in the arena. So that gives us a total of 25 out of 40. If you've got any more context or knowledge about Sarah Engels and the song and the national selection, any inside information, then explain in the comments. I love to get more insight and education. What did you think of this entry for Germany? How do you think it will do compared to what I've kind of predicted? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please subscribe so you can see all the other reactions a lot easier, and it really helps me keep the channel going. Thank you so much for all of your support. I'm really enjoying doing these videos, and I've just hit 400 subscribers, which is really exciting, and I'm really grateful and thank you to you all for being so lovely and kind. If you want to keep me going, keep me motivated, you can make a one-off donation on Buy Me a Coffee. Outside of the Eurovision world, you can follow me on my socials, Henry Laux Music, and you can stream my music too and pre-save my next single, Chamomile, that's coming out on March the 12th. But thank you so much for watching and clicking on this video, and I hope to see you in another one very soon. Goodbye.